Welcome everybody to another 144 and 360. What we're going to cover today are some of the past things we've done updates on, both in other videos, also what we've posted on barchart.com, and what we've done in some of our free emails that don't pertain exactly to the grains and livestocks that we do a weekly update on. But the reason we do this is just to prove the thing that we believe in, that is the underlying structure of all markets are the Fibonacci retracements. And we'll just take you through some of these things. We're just going to do what's the latest here and what's been happening. In the case of ADM, Archer Daniel Midland, we did this back before and actually wrote an article that is on our website, ONE44analytics.com, and then also posted it on barchart.com in the commentary section. And we said that 80-70 was the key area that the market had to hold if it was going to continue this up move. Now, to precede that, we were also saying that 61.8 of this move here, which was right there, should send you 61.8 the other way. But as we always say, just because of the longer term target, we want to know what all the other retracements are, regardless of the longer term target. So in this case, that's why we had the 80-70 here. You can see for about a week, a little more, it sat on top of this, and had it held it, we would have been looking for new highs and more. And just saying that this leg is still intact for more to come. And in this case, it didn't hold it and got very close to 61.8. And the things you have to watch here, sometimes even though it didn't quite hit it, you have to follow the rule. Had it hit it exactly, and that 61.8 should bring you 61.8, just as it did here. So now we would have at this point and been looking for 61.8 the other way. That's the longer term. But again, following all the retracements, 38.2% was right here. Hit it exact. Just tells you that the market has a downtrend and it is still intact. And here they did go make the new low. So what are we looking for now? We never did hit the 61. We got close. So we're going to have to watch this on Monday. They could trade down below it, but the close is what you're going to want to see. And if they could get a trade, either hold it, trade below it, get back above it, then we're going to look for 61.8 back up. That's just following basic rules of the 144 rules and guidelines. And a failure to do this should send this down to 78.6 of that same move, which just so happens to be a major Gann square. And that would be the target if they fail to turn from right here. So that takes care of ADM. Now we're going to take a look at the NASDAQ that we've done. Numerous articles. Actually, we updated each time we do update the free newsletter that we have out there. So in this thing here, we held, well, back here, we held 38 and 61.8 of let's see if you can see it better. The 2009 low and the 2020 low, two major lows. And this is what sent us to where we are now, all the way back up here. And then again, a 78.6 retracement after hitting 23 back up to the all-time high, looking for new lows, but all it could do was go back, test this key long-term area, hold 78.6, and turn. And now we take it up into here, a little update on from our newsletter, and that was we held 23.6% right here of this move up, looking for new highs, but as we always say, 78.6 is the key point of any failure that comes up at that point to make new highs. Can be one, just send you 78.6 the other way, and two, be the end of the whole move. In this case so far, it's taken us right to 78.6 the other way, and this you can watch as your swing point right now. If this fails to hold, you can look for it to go 38% of this same move here, which just so happens to be a major Gann square that we like to follow as well. We like to coordinate these two things together for a little more power to them. But anyway, even if you're just using the retracements itself, there are the rules and guidelines that'll tell you, if it holds where it's going and if not where it's going. And in this case, we're looking at if 78 holds, look for 78 back up. It's also a thing where you can get into wide swings in the 78.6 retracements, and also in you'll see that in the soybean meal that we just did. We do every week. But just they've done it 6 times, and we put an article on Bar Chart about it, gone 78.6, 78 points, just back and forth. And the video we did on 78.6 and 61, you can get on our website, and you can see more about how to use those guidelines. So now we come back here, and let's go to another thing that we've updated, and that was the notes. And we've been doing this for a while now. We moved out of the SEP, and this is into the D, so we're not going to go back all in here, but I just want you to see how this all works. So if we have a low here, this on the 18th, I believe, was, or 7/19, was a key. It was one of the last highs, and it's not the highest high, but this is what we have to work with. When the market is so weak, we have to use tighter and tighter, lower and lower highs to retrace to, just to show you that this works in every time scale and every market. So by knowing this, okay, this was the point. It was the 18th that it hit. So we take this retracement here, and we go, and 23% right back was right here. Okay, so now we're looking for the new lows, but again, as we always say, looking at all of the retracements, and that this should have gone and made a new low, and anytime it doesn't, it tells you that to look for 38% of that same thing. So we bring this back down here, and then, see, that's why I don't have these all over the place, because you can't even see what's going on now. But mark my word, it's 78.6 back down, and that's the failure to make the new low, so we're looking for 38. What we get here is 38% of this, as you can see here, and this spike above it. Now here we use the next most important high, and you can see it was 61.8%. So even though it spiked up above here, you had this area that was key. Never closed above there, did spike above it, but this is where, and should go on for new lows. Okay, now let's just take this with that same thought that we're going to watch all of the retracements back down, and we hold 78.6, right? So we could be thinking that's the end of the bear move in this case, but watching all the retracements once again, we just take this one back here, and it just gets stopped by 38% from here. The smallest move we could possibly measure, but still, that's what it's going to. Just showing you how this is working in all of these markets and on all the time scales. So here, then, finally, it makes the new low on the spike on a number. And then, so what do we got left to start measuring? But let's go back up to the extreme then, here, and bam, 23.6%, right to it, and this just brings us where we are. And again, what do we do? Right from that 23, go on to new lows, and now we're watching with that same high, just any rally, we're going to look for 23% up around the 109.20, and we're not going to cover it right now, but we have our target on the downside of this is to take it down to 104.27. It's a long-term retracement, and it's also a major Gann square on our daily charts, so it's something to keep an eye on as a target as long as it continues to stay under these levels. So we hope we're helping you here by these videos to understand just how these levels work, what to look 144 from them and give you a better understanding of just how the market flows and where it does. Is every retracement going to work? No, but even when they don't, they tell you kind of what could happen after that and what the potential is. And like we say, with the 144 rules and guidelines, it's going to help you out, educate you a little more as to how to apply this in any market in any time scale. As we said, we'd love to see you. You can follow us on barchart.com. You could sign up for our free newsletter on the website. And even better would be that you become a premium member if you trade the grains and the livestock. And remember, we just added the feeder cattle futures. So if you do trade that, we'd love to see you come and be a premium member where you'll get all of this kind of stuff well ahead of time. And the idea is, as we say, we want you to know why we're thinking, what we're thinking, so that you can have more confidence in your trading as well. Even if it's not in the grains, you can take, or the livestock, you can take this same ideas into anywhere and trade from there. So we hope this has been helping you, and please like our video, subscribe to us on YouTube. We'd appreciate it, and we'll keep doing these. And until then, have a great day.